Hi to you there. I'm Dustin.
And I'm Penny's mom. And Isla's mom.
Yes. And today, on the barrel, ASW Duality Double Malt.
Wow, that's a lot of double and duels.
Yeah.
Like a duel, like a hand duel.
Round one. You win.
God, that was an actual hit.
I get one.
So,
You know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna just pour this if you don't speak.
oh, ASW, coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is a
Double copper pot stilled, double malt whiskey. And this is in a different language.
Can you read it anyways?
Nope.
You wanna try?
Dublek, 3
Never mind.
is Doran.
So if you've watched our channel before, back in the day, one of the earlier episodes I did do an ASW whiskey, but it was by the name of Tire Fire.
Oh, yes, I even remember the Tire Fire.
Very different in flavor profile than old Duality here.
So this is a Duality double malt of malted barley and of malted rye. Did you already say that?
No, I did not say that,
There we
but I'm
go.
glad you did.
I wonder if this is the translation. It says dreams, where we confront that other side of our existence where distant reckonings of our past and perhaps future are made focal, defiant of logic.
You should read it like with some more conviction. This sounds like a playwright.
3 sirens singing show tunes.
Well, that's just louder.
Okay, well, I'm just struggling to even read it. It's such small print. So you
Live the
appreciate
words, Kaylin. Live
It's
them.
so. 3 sirens singing show tunes, or a Cheshire cat grinning in a coconut grove. It was in one of these flickering dreams that we first conceived of duality, forging the Caledonian tradition of smoky single malt barley. And the Appalachian, or Appalachian, depending on who you are,
Butchering the
Appalachian
delivery.
innovation of our own spicy single malt rye distilled on our twin copper pot stills and matured in oak of the Ozarks, a whiskey ideal born of the past and made for the present, offering a brief interstice.
I don't know, I don't have my readers on.
In the twinned path of time, a respite from our daily battles, from our tilting at windmills, and from the fierce gastropods that lurk at the margins for one's finest hour. Wow, it took everything I had.
I needed a dictionary.
Crafted on copper pot stills from half malted barley and half malted rye.
Yeah, thank you. That's what
Distilled, matured, and bottled at ASW Distillery in Atlanta, Georgia. Non-chill filtered, no color added. It is 54.5%.
all of those things make me very happy. And that too. Really beautiful whiskey. It's been a while since I've had this one. I am excited to have it again because I remember really liking it. So I'm excited to see if anything's changed up. Maybe there's another malt in here. Maybe it's a triple. Maybe the duality has become a tripality. Oh yeah, dude. That is a little bit of old leather jacket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of leather. I even get a little licorice.
Yeah.
Kind of that anise and that variety.
Like cereal too. Like a.
There's like an herbal look here.
If you like blended up Captain Crunch and you sort of sniffed the dust a little bit.
Maybe it's the licorice as well. Like the fact that I already smelled licorice that I'm smelling this, but I feel like I smell almost like an aperitif style alcohol. Like not Campari obviously, but something of that variety that's like super herbal.
Really? I could see like a little bit of like herbal.
God, I get a lot.
I get like more.
Now, to be fair,
Oaks
of the
and...
two of us, I am the one who would more frequently smell like essential oils and things of that variety that are like, and actual herbs themselves, like when I'm cooking and whatnot. Like, so I feel like I have a little bit more of a...
I try to stick to the non-essential oils myself.
Well, you help me cook a lot, but you're not necessarily the one who would like maybe recall and know from memory all of the herbs and stuff.
Chamomile.
So maybe that's why it's just like in my head more. What you just even said, chamomile and coriander. Like I'm getting just a lot of herbs. And some Christmas spices too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it tastes very holiday-esque to me. It's
Yeah.
also surrounded by this like doughy, I don't know if I'd say it, like a chocolate cake, like a dense, like a light ginger cake, but like a heavy one.
Sure, yeah, I was gonna say like a cinnamon cake or something.
Yeah, cinnamon cake. That's what I was gonna say.
Ginger was kind of spot on too. It smells freaking amazing.
Yeah, it really does.
It just smells, it smells like a packed like
Yeah.
fruit spice cake. I get some of that fruit spice. I get a lot of leather. Mm-hmm. Leather daddy. Oh God, I hate that I just said daddy.
Also, I forgot to mention that this is the, I believe, this is the cask strength version of this, or is it? Because there's also a black label duality as well, and maybe that's not the cask, or maybe that is, I don't know. One of them is the cask strength.
The flavor is like punchy for sure.
Yeah,
it packs as much on the flavor as it does on the nose, but it is a little different. Like I feel like I get a lot of leather, some like char and whatnot.
Yeah,
like more
it's
of those
very
tastings.
roasty to me.
Versus like on the nose, it was a little more like fruity, spicy.
Yeah. This is now all of those, the undertones of what was on the nose. It started oddly enough, which is why I sort of chuckled a little bit to myself when I first drank it. It was like a green bean casserole.
I love green beans. You're making me hungry.
Like that's what I got right away. And then it moved into leather, like just a dark old black leather jacket, you know, that you'd find at like a thrift store or something. And then it went into roasted vegetable, like I'm eating like a meat dish of some sort with like roasted vegetables on it. Oh, now going back to the nose, you still get those nice Christmas gingerbread spices though. Like it is like a still like a cinnamon spice cake. So the back and forth.
If
is
I'm
really
honest,
interesting.
I think like you love like leather.
I do love all
And I
those
do
flavors.
like it. I really loved the nose so much, and I was like hoping a little bit that it was gonna taste a little more like that.
Like a little sweeter.
Well, not
slightly.
even sweet, just like the fruits and the spices and like that fruity spice cake and whatever. Like it doesn't have to be like super sweet or sugary.
Add a little bit of water to this one. See if maybe it brings out, because a lot of times a couple drops of water can bring out those more, you know, fruity.
Oh God.
I don't know if that made it into the glass.
Okay, now the
Give it a little-
smell. Now the smell is more charred. A little bit of like a burnt sugar, almost like a creme brulee, but not like a vanilla creme brulee, like a vanilla custard creme brulee, like a darker creme brulee, like some other dark flavor, not vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla definitely is jumping out now.
Okay, I literally just said some other dark flavor, not vanilla.
To be honest with you, I wasn't listening. I just heard vanilla, and that's what I was smelling. So apparently
To be honest with you.
on the same page.
To be honest with you, I wasn't listening. Might be the theme of most of our days. And love, obviously.
There's certainly no vanilla here.
I'm still getting a ton of herbs. Like I'm still getting a ton of that like essential oils, like herby.
I don't know that the change nose very much for me. I don't know if the nose changed very much for me. Other than now there's more like vanilla extract coming out, but that the same like breadiness and everything is still there. I still get the cinnamon and the spices, but it's still surrounded by that doughiness, that
There's
darker...
still a little bit of fruits for me, but they're like dried fruits. All dried fruits like you would put in a cake.
I was gonna say maybe is like a, you know, if you ever have not a dipped cigar, but you know, a cigar that the wrapper has been infused with something like cognac or something like that.
I assume you're speaking to the people.
You know what I'm talking about.
I appreciate that you enjoy like, especially, I think like you only really do it on vacations, like
or
you and
golfing
your
or,
brothers
you know,
or whatever, like
yeah.
or golfing. And I like to golf with you, and I like to go on vacation. But if there is one thing I almost can't stand, it's cigar smoke, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's a little sweeter than that, like, I think, but that is sort of, there is a tobacco, I don't know if I'd say it's pipe tobacco, it's a little more cigar wrapper cigar.
Sure.
Like
Tobacco,
just,
yeah.
You're sniffing a cigar before you know.
We didn't call that out before, but I definitely smell it. Oh, now I'm gonna try it.
I enjoy that. It got very earthy for me now.
Yeah, a lot less leather, a little sweeter. There's a little bit more of a sweet.
It's lighter, but oddly enough, not in a bad way, but almost like a wet pile of grass clippings. A little bit.
Totally. Oh, that's a good, yep. And in the sweetness, it's like a sugar in the raw almost, not like a fruity sugar or like an icing sugar or something like that. It's like a very like raw sugar.
Yeah, I like if you like those.
Are you about to say, if you like all those things that we said, then you might like this?
Yeah, wow. Unbelievable. If you know you are not a fan of single malts in general, high malted barley content spirits or whiskeys, you probably won't like this, honestly. Like, this is pretty heavy malt. Maybe the rye is what added a little bit of those Christmas spices that we were getting, because I don't normally get that type of stuff with like a pure 100% malted barley single malt. So the malted rye in here, I would imagine, is what's bringing that to the table, which is really fun.
I really like it. I mean, I don't put myself into a bucket very often of like, oh, I really like these and I don't like this and whatever. Like, I tend to just be like, every bottle is like a new adventure of whether or not I like it, and it really has almost nothing to do with its category, but
yeah.
I really like it. I will say I'm not a huge fan in general when things are super drying of my mouth, because I'm somebody who really likes to always feel hydrated. But if I had a glass of water alongside of it, then I think I would be perfectly happy, because I think the flavors are really fun. I do like when there's, you know, like some smoke and char, and like, I might not be somebody who enjoys smoking to literally any degree, but I can appreciate the flavor and the smell of that.
But yeah, I freaking love this whiskey. This was a bottle that I remember seeing in the store and knowing nothing at all about, and going purely off the bottle. Never heard of ASW before, just read the specs and read the back, and I was like, this sounds like something interesting and something I would like, and absolutely delivered on everything I was hoping it would be. Wow. Well, Georgia.
Oh.
Great job, ASW. What does it stand for? No one knows. No one cares.
A secret whiskey.
As long as you make good whiskey. That could be what it is, a secret whiskey.
It's probably not that.
Hey, excuse me. Ma'am, do you know? Oh.
Tune in.
Have a good day.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Ma'am, new. Tune in next time when Dustin shows you how to give the perfect foot massage.
Thank goodness.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Nothing.